So I think everyone have used Windsurf or any of the cursor, right? Have you tried AI coding assist tools? Guessing everyone tried? Right? Okay. Okay. So this is the basic UI of Windsurf, and we have all the tools over here. So this is the AI part where you have to prompt things. And in Windsurf, it's called Cascade. And you can use the Cascade to prompt and build your project. So this is where you can prompt and build your project to six. This almost like a ChatGPT where you prompt and then the Cascade will build the files and build all the code related to your project. Try, and here you can switch with chat and write. So when you're building a project first, usually you chat with it using what technology you want to build with, whether you want to use React, whether you want to use Python or Node.js, so you can export using the chat option. You want to write, you switch that to write option, and Windsurf will start building it. So let's try switch to write, but let's do it here. So let's write a build a marketing. Okay, I think you can see it, right? A blog page using React and Node.js. Okay, let's try. Oh, so right now I'm using Claude 3.7 Sonnet, and you can switch all these models. The Windsurf has a dedicated software model that they built, and it's called SWE1, and it is free on limited edition. So Windsurf is building their own models for their own coding purpose, so they can switch back and fine-tune from user input and everything, like fine-tuning just for code building. And we have all the regular models here: GPT 4.1, Gemini 2.4, 2.5 Pro, and 3.7. Also, we have Cloud Sonnets. Windsurf doesn't have direct access to Cloud, so it's using third-party API to get access to the cloud. That's the only problem right now with Windsurf. And then we also have all other models. We have models from XAI, DeepSeek, and all other different versions. Those few of the tools that are only in let's cancel it and show a few more tools. So run the front end. When you're running a front end or a server, the one good thing is you can preview right in IDE. So if you see here, I'm running the front end here. npm run there, that's the code you can use to run React front end. And once you do that, in here you can see, you can preview right in the IDE. So when you face an error, you can set an element error. So you can click the arrow right on the screen, and that's added as a context for our next step. And we tell them, see if it fixed the error, and I can show you the UI. So by referencing the ID on the screen, you don't have to go to the other tab and see where the error is occurring. You can write from the ID, so we can give reference to this is the part where, or this is the UI part that is facing issues. I can give that context to your Windsurf, and then you can iterate and try to find and solve the error. Meanwhile, I can take any questions if you have any for those Windsurf. Any questions? Yeah, so right now, Windsurf is independent, but OpenAI has an eyes on Windsurf, so they're going on back and forth to have a deal. So OpenAI might buy out Windsurf in the future. The free model, yes, so it's okay, I would say. It is still slow because they are building their own models. It takes a lot of time and effort to make it as fast as our main models like Claude 4 or the GPT 2.5, but it's still getting there. They have building their own models from the user input and also all the other data, other user data they're getting. So there are one company that are trying to build their own models just dedicated for the coding purpose. So I think Windsurf has a future in building or providing their own models, much faster models just for coding. Yeah, then it will be paid. Yeah, right now so they can get the user data and build it. Mobile. So can you elaborate the questions? I think if you're using React Native, it will display in the window just like the mobile version. Yeah. So I don't think you can. Yeah. And yeah. Okay. So it is very similar to Cursor, and the main difference is certain tools. So Windsurf has few tools that the Cursor doesn't have, and the Cursor has a few tools that Windsurf doesn't have. But they're both on the same market, making AI as its coding. So yeah, Cursor is backed by Anthropic, so they have the best models in the market. Riff is backed by OpenAI, and they are trying to build new generation models. I think next week we have a main launch of ChatGPT model, and I think Windsurf will have fast access to that model. So that's the main difference. It's almost same in the market. Yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah. In the cloud, and you can build using that data. Yeah, you can run. Yeah.